Right. Okay. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody who's actually here with me. We got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Welcome to the social media live. Hey, I got a question for you. Will the crisis make you or break you? And it's a question that you obviously are going to have to, sooner or later, going to have to face and give a complete, attention to. So, let me know if you're actually hearing me. If you can let me know, because I was having a little bit of trouble, earlier on getting connected. So if you can hear me, go ahead and let me know. Welcome, like every Sunday as usual. Right around about this time, we actually have our weekly Sunday live social media, as well as many other days. But I got something very, very special to share with you. So, from wherever you are, I trust that you're, healthy, happy, wealthy, that you're basically staying at home with the family and just, having a phenomenal, happy Easter. Okay. So, welcome, and go ahead and share these videos, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and share with other people out there that can truly benefit. Okay, from my home to your home. Let's discuss about what this crisis is going to be doing for you. Will it make you or break you? And there's a few things. There's a list that I made of the things that basically I suggest that you should do. I am doing as part of how I've been operating, basically, even since the last recession, from the previous 10 years. And we're going to go ahead and get started here so that we can make the best out of this time. All right. Number one, make sure that you create a vision. How is it that you see yourself, 10 years from now? And number two, make sure that you believe in the vision that you're going to create. Number three, enjoy. Go ahead and enjoy what you do, ladies and gentlemen. Number four, you're going to have to work really, really, really hard. Number five, don't procrastinate. Number six, make sure that you hire smart people and build teams that have a different strengths or different strength than you do. Okay. Now let's go one by one of them, because I think it's crucial and it's important. Number one, creating a vision. Understand that why I say 10 years from now, it's because everybody overestimates what he could do over the period of 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. Recessions usually happen in about a 10-year or a decade in space or separation. The crisis that we're going through right now, it's really the question to you is it going to make you or is it going to break you? Because if I go back into 2008, 2009, what I learned is the following. I learned that there were, rich people that became poor, and there were poor people that became rich, and there were rich people that became even richer, and then there was poor people that became even poorer. Now, hopefully I didn't, lost you there, but it is interesting to see how every crisis is going to make more, it's going to create a lot of millionaires, and every crisis is also going to create, a lot of people that are going to become poor. Now, why does it do that? Well, there's a various reasons that you and I can argue all freaking night and all freaking day, and everybody's going to have their own, obviously, opinions. But what I can tell you straight out is the next thing is whatever is it that you're doing right now, this present moment, okay, this immediate moment is what's going to dictate, ladies and gentlemen, how basically you're going to come out of this crisis. If this crisis is truly going to make you, or if this crisis is going to break you. Now, when I say create a vision over a 10-year period, I'm basically going back into 2008, 2009, the promises that I made when I went literally broke. And it was interesting to see that, I had created the vision for the following 10 years, and understand that every crisis at around about is not perfect, but every 10 years, the market has to breathe. And the crisis to me is, I compare it like a normal flu. You know, when you get a normal regular flu, your body's telling you something. What is telling you? Is telling you, hey, I need attention. Your body is missing some, nutrients or minerals or whatever it is. And guess what? Your body's looking for a reset. Your body needs to basically, get that reset to get better and to become stronger and to fight whatever the flu that you got, right? That's at least the way I see how the regular flu happens. Well, a crisis, guess what? Does it pretty much the same thing, where the crisis it's nothing more than a breather asking for the market, hey, I need to breathe, I need a little bit of some space here. And guess what? The difference from this crisis or this coming recession to the previous one is, at least in my own opinion, in my own eyes, is that this one caught us off guard, basically from a virus that is creating a turmoil around the world, not only just in America, but around the world. And guess what? The good thing, if you focus on the good thing, is there's things that we can control, like the 6 items that I just gave you right now. And I know that a lot of people are so concerned in a daily basis, and I can tell you straight flat out, all right? The time is going to go by. The years are going to go by, and we got to focus on what is significant at the moment and what's significant at the same time, 10 years from now. When going back to the previous recession, I remember, making myself the promise of, hey, I want to understand how money operates, because I don't want to be caught into another freaking mess. And if at least I know how to basically navigate a little bit better. I made my promise. I made certain promises, and I said, I want to develop myself, develop the mindset. And my vision of the next 10 years back in 2009 was, I'm going to work harder on myself. I'm going to make sure that I understand money better than what I did, that I understood investments better, and that I understood exactly how to be able to understand, recessions, or be able to at least, know what the heck is going on around the world, so that I can prepare better. All right. So anyways, make sure that you actually create a vision. Take the time, take the space. You've heard this saying over and over again that says that, people don't plan to fail, but they fail because, they fail to plan, right? So it is important. The second thing is, make sure that you believe in your vision, Now, let me put it in these terms. A vision is going to require some goals. And I've seen a lot of people that basically, some people know, most of the people don't know how to set goals. And I'm going to basically share, just in a notch, or in a summary, the things that I've learned in the past on setting goals. Okay. There's 3 types of goals. There's the A goal, the B goal, the C goal. And the A goal is the goals that you already know how to achieve. Okay. Those goals you already know how to achieve. There's no inspiration setting goals that you already know how to achieve. There's no energy, or the purpose of a goal is for you to grow. The purpose of a vision is for you to grow. The purpose of believing in the vision is for you to be excited, because growth requires energy. Building something great in life requires energy. So make sure that you understand, the things that we're talking about, because they're going to be needed. You're going to have to basically, set those goals. So A goal, the goals that you already know. Okay. B goals, the goals that you think you can achieve. Okay. And then C goals is the fantasy goals, is the goals that scares you, the goals that basically puts you into, I don't know if I can achieve it, right? Or it excites you, but it scares you. Guess what? Don't do A or B goals, because they're not exciting, especially when you're setting a vision for 10 years. Make sure that you do the fantasy goals. When we were little, guess what? I want to take you when you were maybe 5 or 6 or 7. Do you remember what you wanted it to be when you were, when you were an adult, or when you were big? And it's interesting, because we don't overthink things. We don't, analyze it. We just feel it, say it, think it, and just that's what we want, right? So the fantasy goals is the goals that you really, really, really want to achieve in life. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure is I wanted to make sure that, I wanted to empower people. I wanted to do businesses, and I wanted to be investing in real estate and having a bigger portfolio than the one that I had lost. At least that was the vision back in 2008, 2009. And guess what? Up until today, we're doing it. And I'm saying it because I want you to understand the things that I did in the past and the things that I continue to do in the present so that you can do it now, not tomorrow, not next week. It is today, ladies and gentlemen. And so anyways, create a vision, believe in your vision. Number 3, make sure that you enjoy, that you love what you do. The reason being I say this is because not too long ago, somebody actually not asked me, but somebody shared with me, says, Raul, I see that you work too hard, man. And I don't know if I could do what you do, because, and I told the person, I said, you know why you're actually saying those words? Probably because you don't love what you do. Probably because you don't enjoy what you do. Probably because you're not making what you want. You're working where you don't want, and you're working for who you do not even appreciate. So anyways, and one of the things that I can ask you, okay, there's one question that I'm going to ask you and you're going to need to answer. I learned it from one of the many books that I've read. And I remember about 10 years ago when I was making, specifically what I'm sharing for you to do right now is, I remember when somebody asked me, Raul, what is it that, if you had all the money of the world, what would you be doing? And I said, listen, empowering people, business, and investing in real estate. Those are the 3 things that I like doing. I could do every day. The whole entire hours will go by really quick, days, weeks, months. I mean, I just like it. I just love basically, doing that, empowering people, businesses, and real estate, or in investing, right, in real estate. And interesting, because one of the things that I'm going to ask you is this: find the thing. If it's real estate, we can show you how to invest in real estate. If it's business, or if it's empowering people, we can show you those things. You can go to english.rauluna.com and get basically my ebook absolutely free, no charge, and get learning into the real estate field. And yes, I do have other paid programs where you can accelerate, obviously, your learning, but that's really going to be up to you. What I can tell you is this: whatever it is that satisfies you, that you love to do, ask yourself this question and be truthful to yourself. If you had all the money in the world, what would you be doing right now? What would you enjoy doing? What would you love doing? And think about it. If you don't have it clear right now, it's okay. Take time, invest time, okay? Make the space, because it was one of the most difficult things for me at the beginning. And I can tell you straight out that when you discover it, it may well be that, you like dancing. It may well be that you like food. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's just, what matters is what fulfills you. And when you know that, then the second thing is, how can I monetize that? The second question that you want to answer is, how can I monetize that? By empowering others, by, giving value to others. Let's just say, as an example, that you may want to, you love dancing. Well, the next question is, do you see yourself doing that, forever, because, you love it? Maybe it's yes. Then the second question is, how can I monetize it? By providing massive value to the market. And at that point, it may well be that you start doing some videos like this. It may well be that you do, hey, my free lesson on how to dance, like a rock star in 7 days, or and give it for free. See, at the beginning, you're going to have to be giving, free. You're going to lose, whether you like it or not. I can tell you that for a fact, because I went through it. In my own businesses, not just my academy, but many other businesses. But find what is it that you like. It took me time, ladies and gentlemen, but I found that it was teaching, it was empowering, it was businesses, building businesses, creating businesses, and it was investing. Now, that's not true for everybody, but find your own truth. When you do, then guess what? The question is, how can I monetize what I love to do? Now, hopefully something that if the market right now needs it, it's going to be even better. But, at the same time, hopefully it's not, maybe, creating CDs or DVDs. That's long gone, right? You get it, but you get the point. The whole point here is whatever it is, there is something, my friend, that you know how to do extremely well, that you're an expert at, that you may love or you may not. It's better when you do love it or when you do enjoy it, because when you do, things are just much simpler. I'm not saying that are going to be easy. I'm just saying that are going to be simpler. Okay. So you get the point. I want to tell you a real life story. It was about a year ago. A friend of mine and we basically literally hired about, I think it was maybe 10 different people that we paid them. We literally paid them. We flew them from all the different parts of the US. And one of them specifically, it was interesting because we paid them. They came in, they spoke at a very private event, but we did it, more for our own learning, for our own picking the brains. And it was interesting because it was in San Diego, California. And one of these gentlemen has a 7-figure business on, he shows people how to dribble the ball. Can you imagine how to jump, how to dribble the ball and jump in basketball? Can you freaking imagine? Are you freaking kidding me? When I learned that this guy was making 7 figures, teaching people how to jump in basketball, teaching people how to dribble the ball. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I gotta pick this guy's brain. The reason why is this, because he has a different, a different point of view, a different, strengths that, that many people may not have, that we can learn from, or we do have, but we just don't know yet, right? Anyways, I'm just sharing how somebody that enjoys dribbling the ball, jumping, literally can make millions off of something in the right now online, or what we call social media, that many people are not even freaking maximizing. And I know we're living in uncertain times where everything is about retracting and surviving. All I can tell you, my friend, is make sure that you do this list, because, taking myself back, all I want to be able to do is to empower you, give you that value, and hopefully, and by the way, go ahead and share these videos, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and share them with other people that they can benefit from. And all I'm asking is share it if you find value. Hopefully if you're here still with me right now is because you're finding value. Otherwise, you would have already disconnected for the ones that haven't, right? So number 4, you're going to work hard. You're going to work hard, and I can tell you that. You're going to work harder today than you've ever worked before. Even if you decide to have your own business. Now, if you don't decide not to have your own business, it will still require to work harder because of the times that we're in. A few weeks ago, somebody asked me, Raul, what do you think? I would like to open my own business, but I'm a little bit scared. I'm still working. I'm still employed, but I'm concerned, because I've never had my own business, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. And it was interesting because, I told the guy, I said, listen, what's going to happen is the following. You just need to understand that as a business owner, you're going to end up working at least 3 times more or even more, because when you work for someone, generally speaking, if you only work one shift, generally from 8 to 5, if you're in office hours or things like that, and I said, but when you're an owner, it's from 8 in the morning all the way to 11 p.m. And even while you're sleeping, you're still thinking about certain things, whether we like it or not. That's just the world of the entrepreneurship. And guess what? If you have a business, you understand. If you're self-employed or have a business, especially when you're first starting it, no systems, no organization, no nothing of that. Now, I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying to prepare you. I'm just saying, I'm sharing it because I want you to know the truth. I want you to know the roots, because oftentimes, people paint the pretty picture, but we don't say what the truly thing is. Okay. So number 5 is do not procrastinate. A lot of people are going to lose in the crisis because they procrastinate. And remember this, when you procrastinate, the procrastination of one person, it is the opportunity of some other human being. So it's really up to you. Oftentimes, people procrastinate, and then build teams or hire people that are, much more intelligent than you. Now, that has different strengths than you. listen, that have different strengths than you. I can tell you people that basically work with, many of them. And as a matter of fact, most of them have different strengths than what I have. And at the same time, my business partners, they definitely have different strengths than what I have. So building teams is going to be critical. Nothing great happens alone. Remember that. Nothing great happens alone. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for being here with me today. Every Sunday, we come live to share some great value, and hopefully you go ahead and share it down below. What is it that you take? Or maybe a question that you may have, but go ahead and share down below. What do you think? What do you take? And from wherever you are, make sure that you're staying healthy, that you're staying happy, and that you're staying wealthy as well. All right. So anyways, big hugs to every single one of you guys. And always remember that you're one freaking, real estate deal away from changing your financial landscape. So go ahead and let's crush it, this coming week, and make sure that you're, remaining focused. Apply the 6 items that I just shared. I'm going to basically create a very quick summary. Create a vision, believe in the vision, enjoy what you do, make sure that you work extremely hard, don't procrastinate, and you're going to have to build teams that have different strengths than what you got. Thank you. Have a great one.